All right, hey guys, it is Ronan, and I mentioned that I was going to start doing these, and essentially every night we play together, I want to pick a map that seems relevant and go ahead and go through the map and just kind of talk about what my thought processes were during the map, and then maybe pick out some things that I really liked, some things that I want us to improve on, just so that we can continue improving as a team and getting more on the same page. Because I think that everything else stems from us getting on the same page and getting to the point where there's a lot of things that we don't have to ask because we just know. So, starting off, this is actually our game against Bull Moose Party. This was game one, and I chose this game from that night because I think it was the one that was a little bit closer. I feel like there was more that could be gained from maybe looking at some mistakes and things like that on this map rather than the second one, because the second one seemed a lot more dominant than this one was. So obviously in the beginning of this, we're really just focusing on trying to outpush, rotate well. They just took their first camp, and then I sent us to take our camp to counteract it. But everything that we did up to this point was really good. We were safe. We had the chance to get a couple kills. We ended up only getting one, but we almost got an extra kill. Even on this defense mid, probably could have called somebody here, but I know we were trying to fight over bot camp, so I don't think that was necessarily a mistake. Rather than just we didn't get a kill, so it didn't work out necessarily, but I still don't think we lost too much. I mean, we lost a wall and half of the two towers. But then we're right back to it. We're right back rotating. We're doing what we need to. Stormer's holding zone bottom. And again, that's the third time we've caught one of their team members out on a rotation, and then here we go again. Almost got him again. So I think if we tighten that up just a little bit, we'll actually start getting some kills on that. Because the actual killing and the rotations themselves seem to be working well, but it's moving together and from the same direction, I think, if we can start tightening that up a little bit. Now here, obviously, we get the objective, mid's already pushed up, and then we go and we fight top. And it's really scary going up against a Diablo when you're trying to defend this. And we got a lot of value off of this objective top here. We were able to push them out. They had two people that weren't even here, technically three people that weren't even here for basically this entire fight after we pushed them back. So a lot of value, very well played on the actual team fighting on that. Super impressed with it. Here, okay, good. I was going to say, if we're not taking this camp, we're doing it wrong. We were. So only thing, maybe call that a little bit sooner, but I think that was right at the end of the objective anyway. And then, of course, we get another great engagement. We have the 10 advantage. We catch them on a rotation, and then we turn in again. And they did get the turn in before we got our second one, which was a little unfortunate. I do think that's a place where I could have been more focused on trying to keep eyes on who was turning in so we could have stopped it. But ultimately, this was not a good turn in for them. It was basically entirely wasted. We got another really good engagement where, we almost killed a couple of them and managed to, we lost a couple, towers, but that was literally all they got. They got a little damage on some towers that were already half dead. Now, they do get those turned in, and was that a second for them, or is that a glitch in the replay? No, so they got two in a row. And even though they got two in a row, look how dominant our defense was. They got two in a row. Top and mid still gets no advantage whatsoever. And they took, 10% of the mid keep, or the mid fort. Like, guys, our defense on both of those were phenomenal. To the point where you can barely even tell that they just had back-to-back turn-ins. I can't say how much that impresses me and you guys being able to do that. So, very well done. Moving forward, we get this down before the objective even gets there, which makes for an easy front wall here. And then we get to go top and push the front wall top, which obviously sets up for a good boss play later. So again, very clean, very crisp, and we have such a strong level advantage here that any fight that they give us is probably a good one. It could be argued that we should have waited till we were 16 before we took that engagement, but ultimately, I still think that that was the right call. And then with the follow-up boss, there's no way they had a chance to even stopping it. So of course they do what they can. But we get the second turn in with the boss, and I think we all remember what happened with that. So, very good game, guys. I know there wasn't a lot of insight into this game, but when everybody does everything so well, it's kind of hard to say what we could do better. Except for Kale Foss Cake, you should not have died there, for shame. Otherwise, great game, guys, and I'll see you next time.